Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to what will hopefully be a very quick live stream today. All right. Um, Name of the game for today is to do a quick progress update as far as the project that you guys have been working on since Monday, and where you'll be today heading into making sure it's finished and completed and turned in on Friday. So that's primary goal number one. Primary goal number two, well, I guess secondary goal would be that we have some sort of normalcy. And so I want to make sure that we, stick to a schedule and routine. I think that's beneficial for us. So if you could, the name of the game in that update is that give me an update on our project. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what needs to get done. And I'm here for any sort of questions, advice, troubleshooting, etc. But if you want to drop a project update in the chat and then bounce, by all means, go for it. We're going to try and keep today's stream around 15 minutes just so people can come in, give a progress update, and then use the rest of our time together to hopefully finish work on that project that'll be due at the start of next class. So hi, Annie and Simi and Evan and Jesse and Pat and Dan and Ryan and Gianna, as you all popped in just now. Thank you for checking in for the class, and Will as well, now joining. Stretching it out a little bit. Do. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing lately, and so it's stuck in my head. Review goes live tomorrow. Gianna finished stories, just have to film. Okay, awesome. Annie's finishing her second story. It was harder to find articles not on the virus. That I'm not surprised with, which is why I relented. Initially, I was going to say no coronavirus stories, but I thought that just might be damn near impossible. So, yeah, we switched that up pretty quickly. Jess is doing the shout out and film. Okay, cool. So if you guys are transitioning to that filming part, I'll just say generally, try and find a quiet area in the house. Don't feel like you need to nail it on the first take. All right. I obviously it's 60 seconds, 90 seconds at most. So, if it takes you a few times to go through it in order to get it perfect, then cool. It shouldn't take too long to do. And then make sure that you are uploading both your properly formatted script with links as well as the video to Google Classroom. So on the assignment page, you're going to turn in two things. Don't forget that. How do I transition the end of the intro into my stories? So Jess, you're kicking it off. After your intro, I would just pause slightly and then get into your first story. I don't think there needs to be any sort of phrasing or anything. You just want to have a slight pause. Maria, hi. Hello and welcome. Ryan, I'm not ignoring your question. I have so many questions or comment. I'm just trying to stay on task for the small amount of time I want to take today. So if you are here and you gave me an update on your project, feel free to head on out and use the rest of the scheduled time together to work on that. I'm going to be here till about 12:15. I figured that'd be enough time for folks to check in and answer any questions or anything that you may have. And of course, if you leave here today and then have a question tonight or tomorrow, email, of course. I'm been kind of tethered to that, so don't hesitate to do that either. But like I said, wanted to stick in with the routine and making sure that we meet when we're supposed to, so we can form good habits and schedules. All right. So Ryan, I have to know, what was your starting fruit? Curious. And if you time hop or time travel. All right, if you joined us a little late, all I'm asking for today is just a quick howdy and give me an update on your project. Let me know where we're at, what we have left to do, and then make sure that we use the rest of time today to try and wrap that up. Ryan, does not matter what you wear in the video, but there is extra credit going out for folks that dress up as a proper news anchor. All right, Will working on his second story, then has to shoot. Pat has to shoot. Okay, so if Will, you want to go and work on that second story and shout out and then transition to video, go for it. Pat, if you just need to go shoot, thank you for the update. Go shoot. If you have any questions, I'll be here for the next 9 minutes. If you have any issues, and if you have issues beyond that, then send me an email. The shout out, Dan, realistically, the shout out's probably going to be anywhere from like 7 to 10 seconds. It might be a little bit less depending on who you're referencing, but if you're shouting out like a teacher or something, try and elongate on how you feel and stuff like that. I think that's the personal touch that we want to try and get in their news there to shift away from all this Corona-oriented stuff. Annie, fire away. What's the question? And while Annie's answering, I can tell Ryan that I got apples last night on a private island. I started with oranges, and I have every fruit but pear, I think. Oh, Jess, thank you. This is my nerdy Pokemon shirt. I have no end of nerdy video game related shirts, so I'm sure you'll see quite a few of them. Maria finished first and shout out working on second story. Okay, cool. All right, so then the video component's next. Awesome. Thank you for that update. Daniel, no problem. Glad that answered your question. Do, 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 do. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's obviously ripped from, ripped, but, the famous Japanese painting. They just put Magikarp in it. Jess, you don't have to compliment my shirt unless you mean it. So don't force it. And Annie, to answer your question, yeah, if you're a little over on your stories, that's fine. That's why I gave a 60 to 90 second buffer, just so it didn't need to be as strict time-wise. Oh, sorry. Losing my screens here. Oh no, the wave is very cool. And Magikarp, they're lame, but they're kind of cool. Longest story is 81 words. That's fine. So then, if you're 65 to 75 word story bumps up to 81 words, then that's fine. And then you know that you've got your shorter one left in your pocket on top of your shout out to do. Do, 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 do. All right, so if you're joining us a little late today, today's just a progress update as in regards to where you are in your project, and I wanted to keep everyone just in a routine of getting to class at our normal start time. So we'll reconvene on Thursday, of course. I'll be here for another 5 minutes or so. So if you checked in, then I really appreciate it. And if we haven't checked in, where are you? Next class, oh God, which is Friday. These weeks are running together. These days are running together. Friday's class is going to be some light instruction in regards to some topics and things to cover about our next assignment. I think I'm trending in the direction of assigning you guys a film to watch and doing some questions on that as I am working out the kinks with the tech office in getting some light video editing software to you guys that you'll be able to use on your Chromebooks. So that's in the works right now as well, and I'm hoping that film it's on point, it's on topic. I think it's very interesting, and it'll buy us a little bit of time until we can push that out. Chris, thank you for coming. I know we're a little late. That's okay. I'm glad that you're here, so thank you. And we're finishing up our second story. Good to film. Awesome. Fantastic. Don't forget the shout out as well. Okay. And then make sure we're uploading both the script and the video to Google Drive to turn in. All right. So if you want to bounce and take care of the rest of that, go for it. Do, 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 do. I'll be uploading video today to go live tomorrow on YouTube. My Animal Crossing view. It's a hard game to put down. Sorry, I'm just spouting as the last few people are still here, and we give a chance for some other folks to pop in the last few minutes. The shout out, Annie, is going to be, of course, someone like in the building, like a teacher, class, club, coach, sports team, guidance counselor, like someone you just kind of want to, in essence, let them know that you're thinking of them a little bit. So if you wanted to, after your second story, say something along the lines of, and before we move on, I just want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Bernstein. I just want to I want to say I hope you're doing well, and I miss your class and miss being, I miss your energy and positivity, and we hope you're doing well. Now here with more. Here's boom, pass it along. So it could be something along those lines that is pretty simple, but comes from the heart. Did that answer your question? Braden, hey, thanks for checking in. Yes, to answer your question, that's fine. If you're a little over, again, remember it's a soft count. So if you think back to our the 4-story assignment, it's a soft target. Obviously, it's relative to how long it takes to read, but I'm not going to sit there and count every single word. So if you're in that ballpark, that's fine. It's more about the time. So the word count just helps us get a rough idea of how long it's going to be time-wise. So if, you're at 38 words, that's cool. Just like Annie's long story is at 81. It's a little bit over, but, it'd be an extra second tacked onto that video. So you're good there. Annie, awesome. I'm glad that helped answer that question. So besides the video, Annie, you're going to turn in the script. So the script that you're writing, that you're going to do in like a Google Doc, format it correctly, and then copy and paste that into the teleprompter thing. You're going to turn in that doc as well. So when you go to Google Classroom and you go to that assignment, and you click on Turn It In, there should be an option to upload files from Google Drive. And when you do, you're going to want to select both those files, whether it's at the same time or you can select upload another file, and then you're going to select your Google Doc with your script and then the video file. So you want to make sure when you shoot the video, if you're, when you're using your phone, you take that video from your camera roll and then upload it to Google Drive so that you have it able to turn in there. No, we are not emailing anything. And that's not to be rude. Google Classroom is just going to help keep everything contained and organized. I said this in my other class too. The second that things start getting shared with me or emailed to me is when they get lost in the shuffle. So just remember, if everyone email me, randomly this assignment, I'm all of a sudden going to have 130 emails with attached files, and it coming in at different times of the day. So it's just it makes it a little cumbersome to make sure that it's organized. And if I want to, get through these and grade these, and of course download and edit stuff together, having them in one place is super helpful. So on Google Drive, you're just gonna, when you go to turn it in, you're gonna select both those files. Sorry, I keep inhaling and sniffing in the microphone. Anyone else with any lingering questions? I appreciate you guys checking in, and of course, I appreciate you guys being active and vocal in the chat here. All right, so it looks like the chat's been relatively quiet for the last 5 minutes. So I'm going to make the presumption that we're okay on instructions. And you guys are going to be good to have that turned in before the start of Thursday's class. All right, just remember our policy on assignments being turned in late are going to be half credit at most. So I'm going to conclude the chat here, and we'll reconvene again on Thursday for a little bit more formal lesson, and then we'll get into the next assignment. So yeah, all right, that's it. If you have questions between now and then, email me. All right, and anticipate a quick post in the chat or in the classroom as well. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for checking in, and good luck with the rest of your day. See you later.